What's up, guys, and welcome back to some more Funko Fusion. Next up, we got Battlestar Galactica, Level 1. It's the sound of Cylons. Fun play! That's right, we got a little retro singing going for the very clever name of the first level of Battlestar. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in, starting to collect some of that vinyl we need for that 40,000 vinyl tube. Now, we do have a quick reminder for you. We have quick links down below in the video description. If you're looking for something specific, or maybe just want to jump from collectible to collectible, feel free to use those when in need. But here we are in the Funko Factory Hub world for Battlestar Galactica, which happens to be our final one. Pretty excite. We're going to go ahead and check out door number 1, and look at that, no collectibles found as of yet. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Keep in mind, all cutscenes and non-essential gameplay have been removed, so if it goes to black, it's likely because it queued a cutscene. After smashing everything and grabbing the vinyl, we'll go ahead and flip the switch and take off with a laser-wielding character. Just so happens we left off the last level as Starbuck, which works out perfect. We can go ahead and tag both of those laser pads, opening the door to the transit station, and we're going to go ahead and lead Boxy and Serena to the back corner over here. Reason for it is we want to keep them safe and out of the way while we go ahead and trudge our way around and complete the level, including grabbing most of the collectibles. On your way out, don't forget to grab the wheel so you can place it on the glowing spot of the pipe and flip it around and put out that fire. Now, before advancing, we're going to go ahead and smash and grab a bit more vinyl, including a brown chest over here. And I will recommend that there is lots of debris, or debris, on the ground here. I'm going to recommend you take out as much as possible. Not only does it reward you with a little vinyl, but it also can kind of be a little bit of a hindrance while you're moving around. And we got some bad guys about to spawn, so we want to be free and clear of any kind of obstacles. All right, as you advance a little bit further, it's going to go ahead and spawn some smoke, and we'll take out a couple of Cylons that pop out from that. Once the coast is clear, we're actually going to turn around and look up the stairs here. And after irradiating some boxes, we'll go ahead and find our first silver chest. Go ahead and crack that open, collect your crown, woo to the hoo-hoo-hoo. And on the way down, over by the tents, behind them actually. Hey, what's this girl doing? She looks like she's trying to eat our chicken. We're going to go ahead and collect the KFC bucket. And just to the left of the mold machine, there's going to be another brown box and, of course, the Foxxo body part. Should also make note of the switch for the 4-lever puzzle and, of course, the giant eggplant that's chilling right there. That's 1 of 5. We'll be back for those here in a minute. As you advance and get to the second switch, a bunch of Cylons come dropping from up above, and we'll take these guys out and, again, get back to clearing our path as there is all sorts of rubble on the ground. And that's going to prevent us from getting to our next section here. Once we advance past this garbage dumpster, there's going to be another smoke cloud that appears in the back and a handful of more Cylons that are coming at us. We're going to go ahead and use the environment to go ahead and protect us because we don't want to deal with that shield guy until we got everybody else done did. All right, we didn't quite get everybody. But look at that. See, we're backing off using the retreat method. And, of course, once you take down the shield, you're going to need to give him the old pew, 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 cha, cha, cha. He should go down pretty easily, and officially done did. All right, now we're going to back up a little bit, go by the character swap box, and there happens to be some explodies bits and some more debris right next to a laser pad that we're going to go ahead and open up. The reason for that is we need access to that switch for the 4-lever puzzle, which we're going to do now. You probably also noticed the red Protopart listing is up because that guy is probably running around in the background somewhere. As you can see, we just found him and took him down, and now it's time for the 4-lever puzzle. We'll go ahead and flip the switch, run back over into that little corner spot that we just unlocked. And back to the first 2 that we spotted earlier. One is on the outside, and one is around the corner by the blue mold machine on the inside. All right, all 4 have been flipped. There was plenty of time to do that thanks to our 5-star speed, and the chest should be open, ready for collection. All right, now that that's done did, we're going to go ahead and work on opening this little panel here, which requires a sentry turret. Unfortunately, our laser gun is not powerful enough, so we'll drop one of these sentry turrets right in front of the door. It's going to go ahead and pump up that pad and give us access upstairs where we can go ahead and carry that red orb and turn it into the red mold machine. I recommend taking out all the baddies first before going up the stairs, and we'll go ahead and grab this and carry it to the top, and we're going to drop it up there. because there's another wave of bad guys that's going to spawn before we get to that red mold machine over there. So I advance a little bit, cue the smoke, and I back up a little bit to take out all the baddies. And yes, sir, we've got him done did. All right, so we're going to go ahead and advance a little bit further and slam dunketh this guy into the red mold machine, giving us the first of 5 parts to build the old Ray-Volver Protopart. Ray-Volver? It's like Revolver. All right, we're going to drop back down and make our way back to that corner spot where we opened up that secret entrance. It's not really secret, but it required a laser pad. And all right, we got the green proto chest. We'll go ahead and grab the part. And this one is upstairs as well, but in a little different location. So one by one, we're picking off all these collectibles. This one's a little closer. Now over to the right, you might notice that there is a battery terminal spot. There's quite a few of those scattered throughout, but more often than not, they're just more of a decoy. So we're going to go ahead and actually get a battery from the mold machine at the bottom of the stairs. And over behind us to our right now, there happens to be a charge spot. So we need to go ahead and get it all charged. All right. Little elevator music for you as we wait. All right, we'll take it to the top and slam it in there. This one's actually going to cue the sprinklers and put out the fire, preventing us from getting that silver chest. Should be good to go now, and we'll crack it open and grab silver crown number 3. So we're making pretty good groundsies. Next up, we've got an amber fossil. This guy is over on the far right side of the finishing zone here. We're actually going to be back up here to open the gates, and we got a nice little method for you to help keep the bad guys at bay. While we open the bay, that is. See what I did there? A little bit of wordplay. All right, over on the right-hand side, there is this kind of wonky rock tent thing. Inside, on the left edge, there's going to be that fossil, so we'll swoop that up. Of course, we're grabbing and smashing as much vinyl as possible along the way. And around the back side of this big boxy area, it's like the ship bay area, we're going to find a silver chest waiting for us to go ahead and pop open, but beware, there is some purple gooage that's going to attack us because it is the destroy all baddies. Now, the bad guys that spawn will probably look a little different than ours, and they may come from a different direction. Some are hiding in the shrubs, some are coming from behind us. I'm going to use these walls and environment to go ahead and prevent them all from getting to attack me at the same time. After a few of them have been dealt with, it should give us access to the chest, which we can crack open now. And we're going to continue our loop around the big ship bay area and collect some more vinyl. And here in a second, you're probably going to wonder why I skipped yet another one of the giant eggplants. That's because we're going to get them all in one go here in a minute. But let's go ahead and jump into the mold machine up here and mold ourselves a blacklight. You remember where we stored old Boxy and Serena? Well, inside that transport area, there are 3 swipe card spots. We're going to go ahead and unlock the first one by scanning this little kind of transparently blue box here. After a few seconds of investigating with the blacklight, it reveals the swipe card for number 3. We're going to take this all the way back inside that transport hub area. As you can see, there is a lock icon waiting for us. After swiping card number 3, we're actually going to ditch these 2 again and go find ourselves a mold machine to mold ourselves another blacklight. Now, you could always run back above and grab the other one, but save a little bit of time. We're going to go ahead and just mold a new one. You can see we got a little bit of extra vinyl there. We're going to roll away and leave them in the same place and double back to that blue mold machine over kind of by where we got the Foxxo body part. Once we get our blacklight, we're going to take it to that back corner where we shot the laser pad and revealed not only a 4-lever switch, but also the green Protopart box. Just to the right of the box, you can see there's a little glowy bit there. We can go ahead and scan that with the blacklight. And after a few seconds of inspection, it should drop out the swipe card for spot number 2. Woo to the hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, taking it back to the old transport station. We'll get our swipe on and ditch these 2 one last time. And then this time we'll go ahead and get the final part. And then we'll actually start our big eggplant search. I know that sounds way weirder than it should, but it is true. That's what we need to do. So back to the old blacklight. Of course, you could mold another one, but it won't really save you much time, and it will cost you a little bit of vinyl. Now, along the way, we noticed there was a brown box we hadn't opened yet, so we'll go ahead and kick that open. And, oh, look at that. We've got a glowing red orb. That should have counted for a little bit extra. Now, this last one is actually right in front of the spawn off to the left-hand side. You can see there's a little glowing garbage can there. So drop the camera, take a quick peeky poo, and booyakashow. We've got the swipe card for spot number 1. Hey, look at that, another brown box. Let's go ahead and collect some more vinylage. Hey, wait a minute. I tried to pick that up, but for some reason I didn't. So got butterfingers, I guess. All right, back inside, the final swipe. And that should give us power to the chest. And all right, we'll go ahead and open it up, collecting crown number 5. All right, this next one's kind of tricky as you got to jump over this escalator ledge and drop down below. Now, there's a bunch of stuff you can smash and grab vinyl, but the most important thing is to get the first of 5 eggplants up top there. So back up the escalators we go. This time, we're actually going to take these guys with us. However, I run into a little bit of an issue here. I open up this blue chest, I go to collect the bits on the ground, and for some reason these two get stuck in the corner. Now, I have found that the way to get them to react to you is to leave the circle and to re-enter it. However, first go, it does not work. So we'll go ahead and leave the circle again. I was starting to worry, like, oh no, I've got a pretty solid run here in recording. Am I going to have to start this all over again due to a glitch? But nope, they actually get it together and they start to follow me. So as we make it up to the area, first area here where we got the silver chest and the KFC bucket, we're actually going to jump up and behind this peace sign, we're going to find second of 5 eggplants. The third one is over by where the Foxxo body part was. Remember, we made sure to make note of that earlier. And, of course, they get stuck again. So I'm going to leave the circle and return into it, and they will follow me. So pretty handy little tip if they do get stuck. Try leaving the circle and coming back in. It should re-trigger their, I guess, attention. Now, over in the corner of the right side of the mold machine there, you probably saw me pop off number 4. And number 5 was up top. We're going to actually ditch these two right at the top of the stairs and make our way over to, well, the eggplant before we get the chest. So that's the chest that we need to have all 5 of them collected. And now we do, so let's open it up. And booyakashow, we got number 6. Now, there is a vinyl tube around the corner. If you have not already spent your 40,000, let's go ahead and do that now. I do believe when we were up here earlier, we did have the proper amount to collect the crown, but, you know, sometimes you need to mold some things, and rather than have to search around for some money when you need those, we just prefer to have it all ready to go. It probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but I know what I'm saying. All right, we're going to prepare for battle. First off, we're going to make sure our health is good, so we grab one of those hearts scattered around. You could always drink a soda if you're in need. And we're going to mold ourselves a couple of sentry turrets. We're going to put one on each side of the area here. Reason for that is that as soon as we start this process of lifting our ship from the bay, it's actually going to spawn a bunch of bad guys. So this will help keep them back from attacking us. And in order to actually begin this next sequence, we do need these two to be close enough. It should actually activate a little prompt here any second. There it is, raise the Canaris. Hopefully I said that right. Now, I'm going to recommend that you constantly run back and forth shooting this. Now, that's part of the reason why I put those turrets down, because the bad guys that are going to come will be distracted by the turrets and not me, and I can keep shooting this. We got to basically keep the power levels all the way to the top. If it gets all the way to the bottom, the green light will turn red and it'll stop lifting the ship. You can see it went really fast because we were on it. And of course, as soon as it gets to the top, it drops the walls and more bad guys spawn. Go ahead and give this gold guy the old pew pew pew, cha cha cha. And it should take 3 sequences of that to get him dealt with, and he is out of here. All right, now we just need to escort these guys over to the left-hand side of the ship where the star is. Once we get them there successfully, it should give us the fun key. We can go ahead and open the door, and that is it, you guys. That's gonna, well, you gotta grab the crown, of course. Grab the crown, and that is it. All right, to the final totals we go. Hopefully we got it all. No, I know we did. I wouldn't be editing this and talking over this if we didn't. So all 7 crowns accounted for. We got that KFC bucket, the fossil, as well as the Foxxo body part, and both of the Protopart. So only thing left is those character cameo bits, which we'll be back for later. And here we are back at the Funko Factory Hub. We're going to run to our spawn point, or our starting point, and next up is door number 2. So Once we get to door number 3, it'll unlock the final cameo level appearance for Nope, which is a great movie. I cannot wait to play the level. I've been excited for that since they first announced it. I'm bummed that it's the final one, but it is what it is. But hey, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Don't forget to click that like button if you haven't already. Please check us out at HappyThumbsGaming.com. We also have merchandise at HTGmerch.com. We got links below in the video description. We'd love to see you anywhere and everywhere all at the same time. But as for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time. See ya.